It's been a long journey for Kader Piri, from the northeast of Syria to the outskirts of Paris. One of the first things he learnt about France was that cigarettes are expensive, so he makes them himself. If only his other problems were this easy to fix.
It's been 7 months since we arrived in France, and today is the first day my kids are going to school. For 7 months they've been cooped up at home, and of course the conditions in which we're living are very bad.
Kader arrived in France with his family 6 months ago. They found a flat through a housing charity and they get $650 a month to live on. France says it's received 1,700 asylum requests from Syrians since the conflict began, and not all of those have been processed. Groups representing refugees say the French simply aren't living up to their international obligations. Lawyers representing Syrian asylum seekers in France say Western governments have been very vocal about the conflict. Now it's time to turn words into action.
Europe for Syrian refugees may as well be the planet Mars. It's maybe easier to get to Mars than it is to Europe.
So far, European countries have accepted very few Syrian refugees. Here was a plane load arriving in Germany earlier this month, the first of 5,000 refugees who've been offered temporary shelter there. The United Nations says Europe needs to do more.
We have seen a rise in the number of people trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea to arrive in Italy, a rise of people trying to cross through Turkey and Greece and arriving in Bulgaria. Bulgaria is already flooded with refugees with its own capacity to deal with them. So we need a better responsibility sharing among states within the EU.
More than 2 million people have now fled the conflict in Syria. The camps over the border in Lebanon and Jordan are saturated. Faced with these images, it's hard for Europe to argue it can take only a few thousand refugees. Jacky, Rowland, Al Jazeera, Paris.